I'd like you to meet my new parts bicycle. It's a Batavus, and I promise this one will not go into my scrap metal container because it's full. As you can see, the model name is Barcelona, and I wonder if this has anything to do with the Olympics from 1992. And I do believe that this bicycle is from the 90s, but exact date unknown. Someone did some random painting on this bicycle. I'm not sure if they made it any better. As you can see, the front light is gone, and so is the dynamo. And I don't think this battery operated rear light is original. As you can see, it has a strapless bell on this huge handlebar. I think that's a Batavus invention, and if you ask me, it's a terrible one. But at least it has a larger and easier to find clitoris. Although these single ping bells, they kinda suck. It has this full aluminium kickstand, my favorite kind. And as an added bonus, it has a narrow base plate. So this will be going to my Union bicycle that also has a narrow base plate frame. And I installed this aluminium crank arm because the steel one that was on this bicycle was bent, making it kind of hard to ride this bicycle. It got a nice AXA SL9 ring lock, and that will go to my 80s Union bicycle that still hasn't the lock. The rear hub on this bicycle is a coaster brake, my favorite, and this one is from Shimano. In my experience, they're basically all the same. But check out this chain tensioner. It is made for a diagonal dropout. Very interesting. I will definitely keep this. Unfortunately, the chain case on this bicycle is a bit damaged, and that is why it has these tie wraps keeping things together. And that makes noise, and the chain case that makes noise, well, I find it very annoying. I did open it up and put some lube on the chain. That didn't do much good because the chain is heavily worn and should be replaced. Not sure if I'm going to do that. I think this plastic mud flap looks a bit out of place for an early 90s bicycle. But yeah, what do I know? The bicycle has a rather fat front tire, 40mm, and it has some dry rot, and the rear tire isn't much better, but they are still usable. The strange thing is, this front wheel and tire are 635, and that's the old 28-inch standard. Today only still used on Oma bicycles. You know, the terrible riding Dutch upright bicycle that is well, only used by kids. They are really terrible. The handlebar is very close to you, and that really gives a new meaning to the word upright bicycle. They really suck. The strange thing is, the rear tire is still 622. So at some point in time, one of the wheels must have been swapped. And here's the reason why I picked up this bicycle. It has an almost brand new Brooks B66s saddle. Definitely worth the $750 I paid for this bicycle. And this saddle has the stiffer springs, the ones that I prefer. Unfortunately, my ass still needs to sit the saddle in because, well, at the moment it is not all that comfortable. But maybe I'll get there. I have not used this bicycle a whole lot yet, mostly because of the rattling chain case. I believe this Brooks B66s leather saddle will look great on my 1970s Union Savoy. Although the Chinesium saddle it currently has also sits very good. So there you have it, my mostly green Batavus. The frame is a bit too big for me, so I will definitely pass it on. But I guess we should take a little test ride first.
So I'm riding the Batavus Barcelona. It's a bit of a high horse, and I think I placed the saddle too high. The saddle is also squeaking a bit. But yeah, maybe that's one of the charms of a Brooks leather saddle. The chain case doesn't make a whole lot of noise today. I guess it's a good day. Although later on I believe we are getting some more rain. That's the same. It's a shitty summer anyway. I think the left pedal might also be bent, because I can feel something is a bit off. So I will definitely have to replace that before I pass on the green Batavus. Alright, I'm going to go back home now, remove the parts that I want to keep, and see if I can finish this video, this shit show.
So I took off the parts that I want to keep and replaced them with some junk. There's a old Delta saddle, a very rusty kickstand that doesn't really work because I am leaning the bicycle against the door, and that's not for nothing. And I also took the chain tensioners. And these are the bits that I'm keeping: a nice saddle and a small base plate kickstand. And both of these are for my Union bicycle. And here are the weird looking chain tensioners that probably will come in handy. Well, they're mine now, and the new owner of this bicycle has to, well, live without them. But I doubt he or she will ever notice. Anyway, that's it. Video was long enough. Thanks for watching, and to be continued. My precious. That was perhaps a bit much. It's also leather. This, by the way, is leather for leather horse saddles. I guess it works just as well as proof, right? Looks almost brand new. I guess next I need to do the underside, but first I need to remove the rails. Here's some proof that this saddle did get some love in the past. So thank you for that. And here you can see that the tensioning pin wasn't used a whole lot. That should be enough for the next year. I just cannot grab this nut and take it off. The spring is too much in the way. There's no problem on the other side. So I guess I won't be taking off the rails to grease the underside. But since it has been greased in the past, I think it will be fine. It's about 30 minutes later, and as you can see, most of the moisturizing cream has been soaked up by the leather, and the same thing happened with my hands. I'll let this dry for a day and then I install it on my Union Savoy bicycle. I think it should look pretty. Now if my ass only can work this saddle in a bit, then it will be perfect. There is, however, a small bump over here. Not sure what that is. It's not like you can see it on the underside, but I might feel it. You can probably not see it on the camera. It's over here. I think you can see it on camera. Huh. Well, now this video is really too long, so I'm stopping.